today, guys. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe. So today we're working on this. Y'all haven't seen this yet. This is a 1970 Duster. Has a Plymouth. We have a 360 in it with 340 heads. So we have this problem, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it. I started pulling this apart a while back, before I started this YouTube stuff and all that, but my problem is we got a little cam play in it, so I got to pull the front of this off. You can obviously see we already got the intake off, and we already got the valve covers off, so I need to get the front, got to get the front water pump and the timing cover off. So you got to pull the fan, harmonic balancer, and we got to get this radiator out of the way. Give us some room, guys. So yeah, we're just gonna put the battery on it, bumped it, made sure it's still turned over because it's been a minute since we worked on it, guys. So I dumped a whole quart of oil in this thing. We're gonna be flushing this engine out before we put it back together. We're gonna be pulling the oil pan on it, flushing the engine out good with some diesel, gasoline, whatever I got to do, because it needs it for sure. That stuff came apart in it. We have broken lifters, bent push rods. This is one of the push rods here, guys. If you don't know, that's what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be straight, and not very straight. We have some wear on our rocker arms. I think we're going to be able to use them. I don't think that wear is going to get in our way, but that's what it's supposed to look like. And then right here you can see there's wear. And the reason is because these decided to back out inside of the engine. And then it was just the rocker arm beating against the top of the freaking push rods. So yeah, guys, we need to get the... So, I mean, if y'all want a backstory on this thing, it's a backstory, I guess. This is a 70 or 71, not for sure. I can't remember the exact year of it. It's sitting on a 70s model Ram Charger chassis. It's full-wheel drive. Everything is operational, you know, except the engine at this moment right now, but everything works. It has the 4-speed granny transmission in it. Has the full-wheel drive. On a big old tack, guys. So but yeah, guys, it's a project, guys. That's all it is. But it is full-wheel drive, and we really need to start working on it. But we're gonna try to figure out what's wrong with it today, at least. Maybe get that knocked out. We got a little bit of sunlight left, so see if we can figure out what's wrong with this thing. Well, we know that it has some problems. We just need to get us an order list of what we need to buy, I guess. So I guess I'm gonna start tearing this thing apart, guys. Guys, so these bolts on the bottom, they don't have to come out because, as you can see here, they're hook style. So we just got to get them loose. The top ones come out, and you should just slide that out. Guys, this thing is dirty. Might have to do some kind of a clean on this and maybe paint it black. guarantee that's probably what we need to do to it. But we got it out. Go on to the next step. Guys, what makes this project harder than most projects is this freaking grass is tall, and it bothers me. So, just thought I'd let y'all know. But anyhow, next we'll be pulling the fan for sure. We gotta pull the fan. We might get these hoses off here, the belt. Take the power steering pump. I think I'm just gonna take it loose and hang it over the side, because I don't want to take it loose off the gearbox or anything. Kind of have to bleed it and all that, so I think we're gonna cheat our way out of that one. Just take those 2 bolts off the block and the 1 bolt here. Remember how many spacers or washers, you know, that's what they are. So remember how many spacers go on there, so we have it even and we don't throw a belt when we put it back together. So we got 4 is what it looks like here. So alright, so we got our fan off. It has a spacer on here, so whatever. Put that off to the side. Don't want to lose any of that. And then our belt, it's loose, so I didn't have to take the alternator and move it, but we will have to take it loose and move it. So loose. Probably just take this plate off, or take the screws out of this plate. Maybe, I don't know yet. We'll figure it out, guys. Don't have. There we go. I don't have a 9/16 in this set, I guess. That's what these are supposed to be, but a 14 is the same size. Yep, that is tight. Get these wires unplugged here. So this one here. I don't know how that alternator would have charged, but it is not very tight. Tight enough, but not tight enough. If y'all know what I mean. Need a washer in there probably, tighten that up. Put that nut back on there so we don't lose it. Got one more wire here, back side, take loose. So that's pretty much loose. We gotta get that bolt there on the bottom, guys. There we go, and it's loose, as y'all can see. So hopefully, oh, handy dandy impact here. Run it off. Alright, that's nice and rusty, guys. We got a spacer here we don't want to lose. Slide that up. Oh, we don't lose it, spacer. Set this out of the way. Then this fuel pump right here on the block, I think we're going to end up deleting it. It isn't used. We need to get a block off plate so we can block off take our 2 bolts out, put a block off plate on there because we don't use it. We got an electronic fuel pump right here. So I think what we're going to end up doing is probably blocking that off just so we don't have it sitting there in the way. I mean, there's no point in having it there. Literally right now, all it is something to keep it from throwing oil everywhere. Actually, it's like a block off plate, but a lot less fancy. So take those 2 bolts out of there, and then we'll start pulling that water pump off. Alright guys, we got us a medium extension, a 3-inch. That's a 6, so see what we can tear up now. Bolts over here, don't lose those. We'll probably put them back in there. There's our fuel pump. So how these work, if y'all don't know, rides on the cam lobe pumps it. It goes like a, I don't know, like a water jack, I guess. But yeah, so it just pumps it, sucks it from the tank, sucks in from the tank, and pushes back up to the carburetor. So get that out of the way. Over here, camshaft's inside the hole there. So, take our, yep, loose. Now we don't want to lose those washers, so catch those real quick. It'd be nice to build a spacer to go there, but you know, we're working with what we got right now, so see if I can. Short bolts over here. Maybe I can get to it. Oh yeah, there we go. Some more coolant. Get our catch can. I thought I got all the coolant out the first time, but I reckon not. Still had some in the block. Let's hang that off over to the side there. Get our belts out of the way. 2 belts here. Looks like it'll be draining for a minute. So now, the water pump, it's not too hard. We got a couple to take out real quick. This bolt here, this bolt here, and then we got these 2 bolts. So that takes your water pump loose, and probably didn't take all of those loose yet because so I need to get this 3/8 heater hose right here took loose. It's just screwed. Alright guys, so we just get us a, you can use a flathead or whatever size that is. I don't know, I assume it's like an 8. Yeah, an 8. Could use an 8. I have a terrible selection of screwdrivers at home. I need to go buy a set. 4 at home. I have plenty of them at work. So, but yeah, no, I have to get some tools for at home because I bring my impacts home. I have my sockets, but you know, there's a couple missing out of it, you can tell. But I have another socket set. I just don't like getting it out. Oh yeah. We might be replacing some heater hoses too on this thing before it's all said and done. So, probably wouldn't hurt. Repaint the water pump and all that good stuff. Clean all these bolts up with a wire wheel probably. Probably what I'll end up doing. Repainting the bolts. Make them look good again like they were supposed to in the first place. Get all our bolts out. And then boom, water pump comes right off. This is your timing cover that's behind the water pump. So, water pump. Looks pretty new, guys. I think it was put on when the engine was built, but I did not build the engine. My dad and a friend built it. I was too young to remember all this stuff, so we'll set that out of the way for right now. We'll get all that stuff put up somewhere here in a minute, but I gotta get, as you can see there, we got our harmonic balancer bolts and stuff we gotta get off. We got the one big nut in the middle. I might have to get a nut from, or a socket from work for that. We'll get the pulley off for at least for right now. And then you got your timing marks right here. So anyhow, get those pulled off real quick. I've got all the bolts out. Let's see if this thing will come off here. It's kind of tight. I might need. I'm pretty sure the pulley comes off first. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it does. So, oh yeah, there we go. There's our pulley. Might clean it up. I don't know yet. It might clean up good. We might not have to repaint it, but while I'm at it, I might repaint it. So, there's our bolt we gotta get off. Guys, I'm not sure what that is. That might be a 32 millimeter, but like I said, I don't have any of that here. Might be able to get a big wrench on it maybe, but that's about all I'll have. Got the bolt out of the harmonic balancer. It was a 32 millimeter, or the actual size would be 1.25 inches, but I didn't have 1.25 inches, so we used a 32. It's not much difference. It's a little bit bigger, but it still fit good. This right here is what we need to pull the harmonic balancer off of. I had to go pick one up from Harbor Freight. Got me a Pittsburgh here, 46 piece. I mean, for the price, couldn't beat it. Like less than 20 bucks. So we'll see what we can get into with this. So, alright guys, we got a bunch of bolts. Now I just need to know which ones we need. But anyhow, how this works, if you don't know already, you'll put this up here, and then your bolts will go through to line up with other holes. So, let's see if I can. I'll get it set up and I'll show y'all again. Alright guys, so installing this harmonic balancer removal tool. I'm just going to twist in there, get our next bolt here, fit. Okay, and then the last one. Alright guys, we are centered inside of here. It just goes, so you can see we got the 3 bolts hooked up, and then our stud goes through the middle. So what we'll do is we'll tighten our bolt right here, and it should just pull it off. So we'll figure out what size this is real quick. Try it with a ratchet first, but I doubt it'll work because I don't want the engine turning over. But it might work. I might get lucky. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if it's doing anything either. It might be. Oh yeah, it's coming off. There we go. Felt weird for a second there, but I ain't done a lot of these older engines. Mainly just worried about turning the engine over because I had a problem with I ended up getting a impact and taking the bolt out of it because when I was using a ratchet, it was a wrench or whatever, it was turning the engine over. So there we go guys, see, we just pushed right there, pushed it out. Alright guys, we'll get this all took apart and get the kit put back up real quick. I'd give it a good rating overall, guys. It bent our washers a little bit, but besides that, pretty strong. So, I mean, the tool worked. That's what matters, and it didn't break. So, and I guess this is just a remover tool to install it. I guess you just tap it back on and then use the bolt to get it back in there. So, I'd have to say, I'd suggest the kit if you needed one. For the price at least. Set that out of the way. I'll get this timing cover out of the way. Yep, and that's what we thought it was. We weren't 100% sure, but that would be a reason right there. Yeah. So, but this bolt is stripped, I think, and that's what goes in the cam. That's what holds the cam in place. It's stripped, so the cam is stripped. See, it won't even start back in there, guys. So we'll have to get the cam and the bolt. So see if we can get our timing chain pulled off here real quick. I'll set up. Y'all can see. Okay. I ain't scared to get a little rowdy with it. Just... Oh yeah, there we go. Got our handy dandy Harbor Freight screwdriver here with paint chips on it. That's healthy. So, start messing with this. See if we can get these chains off here. It's about to come off, guys, but I don't want to like break my hand doing it, because it's gonna come loose and it's gonna fling. Okay, there we go. So we got the chain off. Set that out of the way. Don't want to get it all dirty and stuff. No, this here, I don't know. Guess I could leave it on there. But now right here, this is what I need to get to. Pretty sure this is supposed to be inside that hole there, but I guess I don't need to be too picky about it. I didn't put it together, but we will figure out what we need to do here. So it's not a 14. Looking for my half. That's going to be it right there. Come over here, get my handy dandy impact. Anyways, guys, this here has a purple mopar purple cam in it. We don't know exactly the specs on it. I'm gonna pull it out and see if there's any specs. That's what I'm trying to get to. Trying to know which cam I want to buy for it, because I'd like to buy the same cam that's already in the vehicle, or in the engine. This engine is a 360 block, 340 heads. I don't know the spec on the heads, because there's supposedly like a J head, a W head, and some other head, but I can't think of what it is right now. A Z head, that's what it is. The J head's kind of like a mild head, like kind of last resort. If you want it, you can run it, but it ain't really able to build a lot of power. Then you got the Z head, which is supposed to be the best, I want to say. I've been trying to do some research on it, guys, figure out what we got going on here. But take our that's our retainer, holds the cam in, and then the bolt holds it forward. See, and our problem is that with the bolt not holding it forward, it slid back. So we'll get this cam slid out of here now. So maybe we can find the specs in the back. Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay, so the front of our car gets in the way. And of course it would, because, you know, it can't be easy around here. So, now, I don't know if I need to take, I don't know, it's kind of both in the way. The grill's in the way and the orange part's in the way. And I think both of them are separate pieces. Like, you can take one or the other off. But I guess we got to take both off, guys. We got to, I might take these two, whatever those are, 7/16 maybe 3/8. Take those 3/8 out. Alright, guys, there were 4 of these bad boys in the top so far. Pulled those out. The whole headlights looked like they were holding us back, but I think now should be able to just pull this back. There's some wiring, I reckon, in here, but I should be able to pull this back like this, and then those bottom clips, they look like they just, there you go guys, these bottom clips look like they just sit in there. I'll try to pull that out real quick. That's it. We should have room, hopefully. We got the grill out, the headlight or the blinker lights just unplugged real quick. Hopefully now we'll have room to just sneak that out. Y'all can see why we got to replace this though. See here, we got cam chip. Man, it's not good. So see if we can continue pulling this real quick. There we go. Didn't need much more. Did not need much more, but we have some numbers hopefully. 1136 there. We have a number on the back of our camshaft. We have a, I don't know, we have a lot of stuff on here. But we'll figure out what we got here, guys, and then hopefully we can get one similar to it. But we're gonna have to have something, obviously, because our threads are all stripped out. Y'all can't see that, but there's no threads really left in there. We'll have to get a new bolt, so I'm gonna have to do some research, see if I can get all this. For sure we're gonna be putting a camshaft, but I need to figure out, I might have to measure this bolt and maybe get one the same size and pitch. It's gonna be hard to figure out that pitch. We'll just have to figure out what pitch fits inside the cam and then go from there. But yeah, I don't know, guys, but we got it tore apart. Our bearings don't seem bad. I mean, could be better. I don't know, they seem good. This front one though, it's a little bit rough. That's the one where all the stuff went down. So I don't, this is what rides in there. I mean, it looks good. Anyhow, guys, I mean, that's gonna be it for this video. I really ain't got nothing else. This is literally, we're tearing it down, seeing what we need, and like I said, need a camshaft, obviously. Our chains, they're good. I mean, all this engine stuff, all the internals are pretty much new. But we need chains, or we need a camshaft. We need this washer thing here, obviously, because it's kind of rusty. I'd rather just replace it while we're there. We need that bolt. We need to get one of them bolts wherever I set it down at. Our plate and stuff like that looks good. Oh, here it is. But we do need this bolt, so we'll get it. We'll try to figure out what we're going to do. We're going to order it, whatever we have to do. So hopefully we can have another video soon on this project. But anyhow, guys, thanks for watching today. Hit that like button, subscribe. If you have any comments, comment below, and we'll see y'all in the next video, guys. And stay safe.